Okay, so let's continue on with reverse pucks out. We will use it now as an offensive movement. And once again, this is not a very common movement that you'd use, but it's just something you can play around with in regards to your ability to generate power with this offensively. So if you have a partner and a pad, whether it's a focus mitt or one of the more rectangular kind of Muay Thai style pads, that'd be great. Get your partner to hold the pad, making sure their fingers aren't on it. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come in close with your arm across center, and it's a very close movement. You're just dropping it into their center. So from here, so things to think about. Start with the hand across your center. Probably here. Yeah. Start with your hand across your center, and from here you're dropping your elbow in towards the center of the opponent. If you're thinking structurally, then spine tall, shoulder joint turns, yeah? So spine tall, shoulder joint rotates on the spot, and you're dropping your elbow into the center of the opponent, yeah? Very simple movement. This one you can do with like a heavy bag if you want to. Heavy bag, you could even do it on the dummy just more from a movement perspective. So if Carlson was like the wooden man, you can start here and then just play with strength and then go into like structure and play around with the different sensations in your body as well. But that's a real simple one. So maybe Carlson can have a go as well. Start across the body. So your palm, you're already all the way across.
From all the way.
So I picked up something there which will be helpful for you guys as well. So what I noticed there was that, which happens sometimes as well, I notice people do this in class too, is that we make contact with the pad and then we push through the pad. You want to think more like you're already at the push through spot. So there we go, just come closer. Yeah. So rather than me going kind of 1, 2, think of the 2 as the destination, so that I'm not going onto the pad and then into the target. I'm just going straight into the target, because you want your power going into the center of the other person. So I think of, so I'll demonstrate this from another angle, in another movement, so you see what I mean. Like often people will do something like this. They'll hit the pad and then they'll push through the pad. So then it becomes more of a push than a strike, as opposed to just going straight into the target. So as opposed to just sinking your power, straight in. So you're just landing your pressure on the spot where you're seeing the target is, right? So rather than that contact then push, it's just the contact is the second destination, the push. So if we elaborate that again here, it's not 1, 2, it's just 1, yeah? So, same thing for Carlson. If he goes back to that reverse pucks out position and slowly does that 1, 2, he goes, hits the target but then pushes through, and so hit the target and then continues to push through. That's what we don't want to do. Instead of that, he just goes straight through to the end of the push through. Yeah, already that was better. Yeah, that sunk in, like I felt like
made me go. Your one made me go flying.
So that's the reverse pucks out in its striking context. You can do that best with, you can do it with a heavy bag if you're in a room, if you've got one. If you've got pads, great, do it with your partner. Like I said, it's not the kind of thing that you're going to use that often. It's not a very high percentage movement, but it's still worth having a feeling for, because once again, we're trying to bring the highest level of potential power out of our bodies in any given movement through our state and form practice. These exercises that we're doing, all these different movements, are just you practicing the state within a given framework of movement. So you're just bringing the state into life. Okay, any questions, you know where to put them, and I'll see you in our next video.